Good morning and welcome to Christ Over Coffee. My name is Andrew Dixon and I'd like to welcome you to episode 14. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Today, we get to talk about something that's very near and dear to my heart, and that it deals with a bit of diversity and also inclusion. So instead of me introducing the topic of the show today, I'm actually going to step back because I want Sister Rosalia to be able to invite you into the episode so that she can speak about the topic from an SSpS perspective. Today, we're going over the topic of interculturality as it pertains to the Holy Spirit Missionary Sisters. You know, our congregation spans many different countries around the world, not just in the USA. And so when you see the sisters gather together, it's a beautiful sight because you see the representation of so many different cultural backgrounds, all under one umbrella with one goal: to love God and to serve His people. When you see this in action, you truly get a sense of what it truly means to say, one heart, many faces. So without further ado, I'm going to now introduce Sister Rosalia into the conversation. Good morning, sister. Welcome to the broadcast. Thank you so much for your sharing today. How are you?
Good morning, Andrew. I am doing great. Yes, I am ready for the day, and as always, with a cup of coffee. The topic of our conversation today is about the hidden gifts of intercultural living. What do I see as a hidden gifts in living interculturally? We only can find the meaning of this way of sharing life by journeying with others and immerse into this intentional way of life. For us, Holy Spirit Missionary Sisters, living in intercultural communities is part of our missionary calling, and so it is a very important part of our identity. The members of our congregation are also coming from very different nationalities, ethnic groups, and cultural backgrounds. We have come to consider it a great blessing to have to deal with our diversity because it can help us to gain greater awareness of the creative presence of the Holy Spirit. It requires openness to learn new things in order to grow in new understanding and being able to recognize the values of each culture and learn by telling our stories. And today, we are happy to welcome Sister Julita, a Holy Spirit Missionary Sister. Sister Julita is originally from Indonesia and has been a member of this congregation over 25 years. This year, she will celebrate her 25th anniversary as a Holy Spirit Missionary Sister. Sister Julita has been missioned in various mission fields in Antigua, St. Kitts, and in different communities in the United States. Right now, she is serving as a community leader and also in the provincial leadership team. Good morning, Sister Julita, and welcome to Christ Over Coffee broadcast. We are delighted to have you with us today.
Good morning, Sister Rosalia. Good morning, Andrew. Thank you for having me.
I have introduced you and your missionary journey over these 25 years to the audience. We invite you to share with us something about your missionary life. Maybe something exciting and challenging about it, and What are some most inspiring experiences that you could share with us?
Today I will share about my experiences in belonging to an international congregation, the Holy Spirit Missionary Sisters, or in short, SSpS, and what it means to live in an international community. Internationality or interculturality is a part of the core essence of our identity as an SSpS. It is not simply a part of our life, but it defines us. It is an essential part of who we are. Let me explain using the example of a drum. I love to play the drums. This is a Timorese drum from my hometown. We learn how to play this drum from early on, as early as preschool age. Every time I look at or play this drum, it reminds me of my congregation SSpS and my call as an SSpS. This drum itself is beautiful, exotic, and contains its own uniqueness. But by itself, it does not have much life in it. It is stagnant, without much excitement or attraction. And likewise, our congregation and our community can only have life and meaning if each member, each one of us, takes an active part, giving life and meaning in it. I play this drum using 10 fingers. Each finger is unique and not the same. Each finger creates a sound of its own. Only some will touch the surface of the drum, but this does not stop those fingers which did not touch the surface of the drum from following along with the rhythm. There is a sense of connection and importance of every single finger. No matter how small or large the contribution of each finger to the drum, each has its own beauty, each has its own characteristic to contribute to the playing. And this is what makes the drum so exciting, alive, and attractive. As an SSpS, we are very privileged to have members from so many different cultures, countries, backgrounds, and serve in almost 50 countries. And from our early formation, interculturality and internationality are introduced and lived. Our sharing life together in an international community is a silent witness to the world that it is possible to live together. It is enriching to live with people from different cultures and backgrounds. It is worthwhile to celebrate our differences and to be grateful for our similarities. Every springtime times remind me more deeply of the beauty of our interculturality and international living when I see and meditate on the lovely uniqueness of each flower, which make the garden beautiful and alive. The biggest challenge of living in an international community is our own fears. Fear of losing our own cultural identity if we take in other cultures. Fear of letting go and opening up so others can enrich us with the beauty of their cultures. Fear to try and take the risk of leaving our familiar comfort zone. Sometimes we bring to the table of the community the attitude that my culture is the best and my way of doing things is the only way. If we do this, we close the door of the rich opportunities that come from living in an international and intercultural community. Because every culture is equally important and enriching. If we accept God's call to be an SSpS, we also choose to live the many dimensions of our SSpS life. They come together. They cannot be separated. Being an SSpS means a readiness to live in an international community with its lights and shadows. Every aspect of it. It calls us to be open-minded persons with respectful attitudes, and with the spirit of contentment with our own culture. Spiritually, socially, and emotionally mature persons. Our God, the God of all nations, whose desire is that all may be one, will be bless us and journey with us in our efforts to live into our identity as an international community. May we all be one, celebrating our uniqueness as a God-given gift to us, because God calls us to share this gift with others, making the world a better place to live despite, even because of, our differences. We are on the journey toward that mission. So, God bless us and lead us. Thank you.
Sister Julita, Sister Rosalia, thank you so much for broadening our scope, if you will, and broadening our horizons as it pertains to intercultural living from an SSpS perspective. It's important, at least to me, that we all learn to live together in harmony. And hopefully someday the world around us would be able to incorporate and reflect the way you all try so diligently to work and to serve and to love one another. You know, even though you come from many different backgrounds, your willingness to just consider the other person and to want to learn more about where they're from, it's a beautiful thing. And I think that if we could reflect that in the world, things would look a lot better. So thank you so much to the Holy Spirit Missionary Sisters for living out and being the example that Christ shows us in the Word. Thank you so much for your encouragement today. You know, in the background, you may hear, the different landscaping and different things going on the grounds today. And that's not a disturbance. That's a good thing, because it means that the seasons are changing and it means that growth is beginning. And today we want you to know that the Holy Spirit Missionary Sisters want to walk with you. If you are watching this and you feel God calling you to religious life, we would sincerely hope that you would give us the honor of receiving a phone call from you today, so that the sisters may get in contact with you and walk with you through the discernment process to see if truly God is calling you to religious life, and to let you know that there's nothing to be afraid of. Because if God is calling you to it, His grace will see you through it. So we would like to hear from you today. If you could, please give us a call at 847-441-0126. Again, that's 847-441-0126. And from there, all you have to do is click 0 and the operator will send you to the appropriate party. We would love nothing more than to be able to walk alongside you in this beautiful journey that God is calling you to. So give us a call. We'll be waiting to hear from you. You know, we actually want to send a special thank you to the audience today. Your participation through your likes, your comments, and your shares from our previous video with Father Adam, it was one of the highest rated shows that we've done so far. You all are so amazing. Last we checked, it reached to over 800 viewers. And so we can't thank you enough, because from our perspective, it's not about the numbers so that we can say, you know, the numbers are looking good. No, the more people reached means there's a greater opportunity for someone who is seeking a religious call to get in contact with the sisters. And so if that is you, we have a bunch of different places for you to figure out, you know, just a little background information on the congregation, as well as how you fit in to SSpS. And so you can visit our website. That's www.sssps-usa.org. Again, that's www.sssps-usa.org. And from there, you can go to the contact section after you reviewed a couple of the different pages on there. And if SSpS seems like a location for you that you want to discern your religious calling, please go to our contact section, leave us your name, your phone number, and an email that we can get in contact with you. So many women have already began to do that. Thanks be to God, and we would love to hear from you as well today and help link you to the right person that can walk alongside you today. Also, we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook, and we are also on YouTube. And you can find us at these various channels right below. From there, you can get daily encouragement, news on our different Zoom meetings that we have online for people, and just a plethora of different things to help engage with people all over the world, sharing the gospel, sharing love, encouragement, and inspiration. We would love for you to follow us on social media and let us know what you think about not only Christ over coffee, but the different posts that we send out as well, because we take all of your comments into deep consideration. Thank you so much for walking alongside us and continuing to partner with us. We appreciate you. Well, this has been yet another exciting, thought-provoking, and encouraging episode today. Again, I want to say thank you to Sister Julita and Sister Rosalia. You all were amazing today in exemplifying what it means to live interculturally together. And it was just a really, really awesome thing to just hear from you and to be encouraged that we too can reach beyond ourselves and reach out to those next to us that we don't know, and just share the love of God that He's placed in our hearts. And so thank you so much. And to the audience, Thank you so much for watching today. We love you. We appreciate you. And until next time, remember, we're going to be walking this life one sip at a time. Thank you so much. God bless you. Take care. Bye-bye.